Hi everyone, I have a question for Justin. So Justin, do you think we can have multiple twin flames?
That's a really challenging question, and I've got a very clear perspective about it. In order to talk about whether we can have multiple twin flame relationships, we need to define what we mean by twin flames. The commonly held belief around twin flames is that our souls were split in half before birth. And it's not all souls, but it's just in some cases in the human experience, some of us are carrying around some sort of soul contract where we're trying to reunite with the other half of our soul or our spirit, whatever the words are that you use. The twin flame concept has been around for thousands of years in different spiritual and religious traditions around the world. These are deeply held beliefs. It's really connected to the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. The fact that we've got these deeper essences that we share with others, that there's some sort of polarity. And when we can experience a very deep and wonderful relationship, we've got this feeling of coming back home to ourselves. The thing is that these are concepts or stories. These are myths that we tell. When I say that it's a myth, I don't mean that it's total make-believe and it's not true. Actually, we can't live without myths. Myths form the bedrock of our society, of our belief systems, of how we agree with each other, of how we can really figure out who we are in this world. So I feel that when we define twin flames in this way, the obvious answer is that no, you cannot have multiple twin flames in your lifetime. However, I think after talking to so many of the readers of Twin Flamesly, thousands of people have tried out the twin flame psychic robot to get answers using our artificial intelligence technology, which is a really powerful experience. We've surveyed so many people and we really understand that twin flame experience. I think that at the core, the thing that we need to rethink about the twin flame experience is the idea that the soul itself is split in half. We can accept that in this lifetime, there are really deep connections to have with other people, that these represent what we think of as a twin flame connection. But at the same time, we've got to be open-minded about who that could be. So in my lifetime, I've had a number of very powerful connections with others that feel deeply spiritual in nature. And at the time, I thought of the other half, the person I'm with, as potentially my twin flame. But rather than defining her as such, I instead resisted the definition and embraced the feeling, embraced the reality of what was going on. But then I learned as that relationship passed, that wasn't quite right, that the next person embodied these twin flame traits in my life. What it means is that ultimately I'm living my life true to the definition that we could reunite with our twin flame. There could be just one person out there for me, but I've got a certain level of open-mindedness around it that I can live life to the full, live in this moment and just embrace the beautiful myth, the beautiful story of twin flame relationships. How about you, Danya? Can you resonate with the experience of twin flame relationships? And then I guess related to that, like for you, has there been one partner, multiple, not yet having met the twin flame?
I don't think I've met my twin flame yet, but I feel like there's also a fine line between a twin flame and a soulmate. I mean, yes, there are different signs or traits for soulmate and twin flames, but if you look at it, they're almost the same as well. So it's hard to say. You might feel like someone's your twin flame, but then, you know, after you split up with them, you move on with another person, and then you might realize, oh, this new person might be my twin flame, not the previous one.
Right.
So I'm not sure actually. I mean, I did think at some point that my previous partner was my twin flame, but then, you know, in the twin flame stages, you have the separation, and after the separation you have the union. You know, we've separated now, we've obviously in the separation stage, but I don't want to be united with him. I don't want to reunite with him, so there will be no union stage. So I guess he's not my twin flame. He wasn't my twin flame.
I think that's where using twin flames as a metaphor is really powerful, because it means that you don't need to decide that this particular man was your twin flame. You realize you don't want to be with him anymore, so now you've lost your twin flame forever. That's not a very healthy way to live life. Instead, we need to give life to the metaphor of twin flames, the idea of it, while living the life we've got in front of us, judging people for their actions. And when we live our lives this way, I think that we have much healthier relationship. And the twin flame concept can be what it really is there to be, which is to give light, to paint the picture for us, to help us understand what's going on without keeping us trapped in the prison of limited possibilities in our lives.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know that the main concept or the general concept is that you can only have one twin flame, and the reason being is to avoid confusion. But I don't want to just have one twin flame. I want to have multiple twin flames because, you know, it wouldn't be fair for me to just hang around and wait for that one person that is my twin flame. And I personally think that we can have multiple twin flames.